Hey, my name is Liam LeBlanc, and today I'm going to be informing you on a little UNESCO World Heritage Site in Japan called Himeji-jo, a Japanese castle that survived invasions, disasters, and a World War II bomb. Himeji-jo, also known as Himeji Castle or the White Heron Castle, is a 17th century Japanese castle located in the city of Himeji in the Hyogo Prefecture, Japan, an important transportation hub in western Japan since ancient times. It is famously made of simplistic materials such as timber, stone, and white plaster. It consists of 83 buildings spread over 107 hectares, all of which are used for the housing and protection of its VIPs back in its prime, typically the rulers and their friends, family, and guests. Initially, it was built in 1333 by Akamatsu Norimura, the ancient ruler of the Harima province, as a fort in Himeyama Hill. It was then passed down to the generations of patrons who remodeled and expanded the layout of the castle grounds until it finally settled into the hands of Honda Tadamasa in 1618, who added 7 new buildings into the complex, finalizing the layout. In Japan, Himeji Castle is one of the 3 premier castles along with Matsumoto Castle in Nagano and Kumamoto Castle in Kumamoto. It is currently one of the best examples of standing wooden Japanese castle architecture today, surviving earthquakes, invasion forces, and an American carpet bombardment of Himeji-jo in World War II, standing tall among kilometers of debris in a desolate wasteland. It represents Japan's pride, resilience through hardships, and the respect of the past through its constant upkeep, consistent renovations, and definitive labels of national treasure and a special historic site given to its structures by the Japanese people. Japan acknowledges its importance to its portrayal and upkeep as an immutable concept in absolute form. Himeji-jo was officially registered as a UNESCO World Heritage Site on December 11, 1993, as one of Japan's first UNESCO-recognized sites. Each year it receives over 2 million visitors, making it Japan's most visited castle and is considered a national treasure. In the later half of the 20th century, the castle and its grounds were heavily featured in films such as James Bond You Only Live Twice, filmed in 1967, and films directed by Akira Kurosawa, widely considered one of the most influential and important filmmakers in cinema history. This propagated a renewed interest in the castle on a global scale. In a time before the internet, this was hugely important to not only spreading the image of the castle internationally, but Japanese culture as a whole. This allowed it to be widely considered as a vastly important site to the architecture community due to its iconic combining of function with aesthetic appeal, with the use of wood for the frame, stone for the base, and white plaster for the walls. Its sweeping roofs and tall white structures led to its nickname of the White Heron Castle, akin to its appearance of a heron taking flight. Many come to Himeji-jo to experience, explore, and view Japan's culture as it was 400 years ago. Furthermore, due to its appearance in many famous films, it's also a massive draw to people who want to see the setting of some of their favorite cinema and its authenticity. Many come to experience the winding paths of the castle grounds leading to the main castle structure, feeling the paranoia and disorientation that invaders would have felt as they attempted to navigate their way to the top. Many repair campaigns were conducted over the years in the 17th, 18th, and 19th centuries, with its latest repair in 2010 to clean and preserve the castle buildings of the grime and dust built up over the years, returning back to its original white form, contrasted by its black roof. It reopened in 2015 in nearly perfect condition to what it was when it was originally built. As of current, the only risks to this immaculate site are fires and earthquakes, both of which are mitigated by fire alarms, lightning resistors, fire hydrants, security cameras, and size and strengthening schemes, among many others. With its tenured history, starting from a fort to a sprawling castle complex and its deep cultural roots, I believe that Himeji-jo will continue to represent the legacy of Japan's history, contributing to its culture and global identity, demonstrating Japan's resilience and fortitude, its beauty, its roots, and its eternal architecture, proving time and time again that Japan and its architecture will remain at the forefront of conversation and culture.